everybody, it's Lori. Hey, wanted to do, I do tons of foods and recipes, but I wanted to do one today in regards to stuffed peppers, since we have the peppers from our garden, and then we have some mixed cheese. It's like Colby Jack cheese, and it's sharp for how it was done. We have ground beef and rice and about 2 cups of stewed or diced tomatoes. These are, stewed. They're a little bit crushed, so that would make it stewed. And so it's going to be stuffed peppers. Of course, you're going to need some seasonings. You'll need, I use Lowry's because it's a third less than regular salt. And so I use Lowry's to season up the ground beef. It'll be pepper, onion powder. You can use real onions, or you can use onion powder and garlic powder. I prefer those because you can't get onions all the time for homesteading or farming. It's not all the time you get some really good yummy onions, but sometimes you just want the onion. And so onion powder and garlic powder, not garlic salt because you have salt. But I use garlic powder by itself and then onion powder by itself. Those are really great for your body, as well as a great taste. And also some Italian herbs. They're also dried. A little bit of basil that's also dried to give it that good Italian type feel of a dish for the ground peppers. And of course you'll need a pot and a baking dish. Big pan to mix everything in and have everything cooked. You'll need rice. This is about 1.25 pounds of ground beef, and we took the peppers from our garden, so it's about palm size for the peppers, and they have a little one because we have a little one. And so we have 3 peppers, and I'm going to use a red pepper, some of the green tops, and some of the red pepper chopped up in the rice with the diced tomatoes, and then cheese will be topping it as well. Okay, so we're going to start, and again I am on a little bit above medium, and that's just to get my pan hot. And now I'm going to turn it down to medium, and then I'm going to get my ground beef in. Okay, so it's going to be that. So I'm just going to sprinkle in some Lowry seasoning salt. Again, I use the Lowry seasoning salt because it's a third less salt from regular salt, and it seasons. This is garlic powder, and I would say it's an 1/8 teaspoon of the garlic powder and 1/8 teaspoon of the onion powder. It was about 1/4 teaspoon of the seasoning salt and about 1/4 teaspoon of the pepper. So at this time, with the ground beef almost done, you can still see there's like a little pink everywhere. You might not be able to see it, but I can see it. I am going to use the Italian seasonings, and this is basil. So I'm doing basil. It's already crushed for me. And then I use parsley. And this is what you want to do next, is you want to add your diced tomatoes or stewed tomatoes. And I'm using stewed tomatoes, so you have a lot of juice, a lot of thickness. At this time, you want to turn your oven on to 375. I'm using a convention oven, and so I'm using my convention part, and it'll be 375. So the fan's going to be burning, and it's going to be turning, all of that. So I'm putting my tomatoes in, and I want to see what it looks like. And that's more than enough, you would think, yes? And again, I use 90-10, so there's a little bit of oil. We're going to steam it later because it's very little. It's hard to get out. But we're going to steam it later. If you're doing the 70-30 or the 80-20, you need to take it off the burner, use your turkey. Your turkey suction and pull out that grease. Now I'm going to put in the rice. So this is 1.5 cups of uncooked rice, and I cooked it in 3 cups of water. 3 cups of water, 3 cups and a quarter. So 1/4 cup more of water in it. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and cut my peppers. Now with this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it in a dish. And I do just a touch, which is 1/8 of a teaspoon of onion, 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic. I do pepper. And of course, we are going to add the more flair, which is the Italian seasoning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-stuff the peppers. And the reason why I'm pre-stuffing is because the excess is going to be in our surrounding pan. Okay, so they're pre-stuffed. And then the rest is going to go into this pan. And I like to foil it. That's where everything comes through. Now leave a corner open. Leave a corner open for steam to go in and out. So that's the only opening. And plus, when you take it out of the oven, you just lift this and you won't get scalded or burned. And then all we're going to do is just shred some cheese. Okay, it has been time. So just to let you know, again, you have that one thing that's sticking out, so it kills most of the steam, so it won't scald you. It is definitely cooking through, which is great. And now we're going to put this mixed Colby Jack and Sharp together. And then you want to put it back in the oven and just get it melted. I usually turn off the oven. It's really a hot day. It's just going to melt by itself. And now we're going to wait 15 minutes. And I'm going to cool off. Okay. 15 minutes up. And I'm back. Take it out. Again, it's cooling down. It's not 100 degrees anymore. So turn off the fan, the oven, and brought it out, and look, stuffed peppers. And I will show you just a little bit. Look at that, with some of the cheese on top. Just came out of the oven. Even though the oven's off, it's still hot. It's still. Mmm. It smells so good. Mmm. It tastes so good. So anyway, thank you. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. I can't wait for the family to enjoy it. And have a good night.